Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing plenary brunch to honor outstanding alumni of the 95th Annual Convention of the American Association of Community Colleges. Please welcome to the stage Chair of the AACC Board of Directors, Kenneth Atwater.
Good morning, everyone. All right, we're going to let you get your last sip of coffee, and we're going to try that again. How's that? Good morning, everyone. It's great. I'll give everyone a few minutes to get to your seats because we're just about to begin our program. Have you all enjoyed the conference so far? I want to thank you for joining us as we close another outstanding convention. I hope you found your time here to be enjoyable and the information you learned to be valuable. Our colleges are engaged in excellent work, and we appreciate them sharing their best practice and lessons learned during the convention. It is my sincerest hope that you've collected information that you can take back to your campus to continue to advance our completion agenda. Now, I invite you to enjoy your meal, and we will come back with the program later. The Committee on College Advancement has the challenging but rewarding task of choosing the outstanding alumni each year. The accomplishments of our former students are astounding and inspiring. Nominated by the AACC member institutions, the alumni are judged on their philanthropic and professional activities and inspirational stories. As you might imagine, selecting the top alumni out of a pool of outstanding candidates is no easy task. I would like to take this opportunity to thank those of you who served on the committee for taking on this challenging role. Will the members of the Advancement Committee please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Now it is my great pleasure to present the 2015 AACC Outstanding Alumni.
Welcome to the 2015 Outstanding Alumni Awards. Each year, the American Association of Community Colleges honors former students whose accomplishments reflect the best and the brightest community, technical, and junior colleges have to offer. From 100 nominations received, alumni from 7 AACC member institutions are spotlighted here today. This year's outstanding alumni are as diverse as community colleges, drawn from education, government, public service, science, and the arts. They have excelled in their chosen fields, showing the world firsthand the importance of community colleges to our society and to the success of our nation. Their stories excite and inspire us. Let's meet the 2015 AACC Outstanding Alumni. It's not work when you love what you do, and Luke Dollar loves what he does. Dollar teaches wildlife biology at Pfeiffer University and is the program director for National Geographic's Big Cats Initiative. He discovered his passion for teaching and learning while taking community college courses during his high school years. His dad was a chemistry professor and dean of students for the Alabama Community College system. Dollar attended Walker College, now part of Bevel State Community College, which was right across the street from his high school. He graduated with 2 full years of college credits. Dollar transferred to Duke University on the pre-med track. He studied in some of the world's poorest countries, including Madagascar and Indonesia. His research in Madagascar led him to encounter a little-known animal called the fossa. He began doing conservation and humanitarian work there. In 2007, he was named a National Geographic Emerging Explorer. Dollar has raised more than $1 million in support of his research and was named one of the world's 40 leading conservationists in Wildlife Heroes. In 2009, National Geographic asked Dollar to help coordinate its Big Cats initiative. The program aims to halt the decline of lions, cheetahs, and tigers. Dollar has helped to raise more than $3 million, funding 67 projects in 24 countries. If that's not enough, a nonprofit he helped develop, Friends of Madagascar, has built or renovated 40 schools in Madagascar. Dollar says, "I truly do work at my passions, and my passions are my work." A devoted husband and father, Dollar is now able to share his love of Madagascar with his son. When there's time in his busy schedule, Dollar returns to his roots and teaches a class at Stanley Community College in North Carolina. Dollar says, "Journeys begin with one step, but if there's no start, you can't go anywhere. Community College provides that starting point to the path of the rest of our lives."
Please welcome Luke Dollar, who is accompanied today by the interim president of Bevel State Community College, Mark Ellard.
Friends, and since I'm an adjunct professor at Stanley Community College, I can also say colleagues, thank you for this honor. Community colleges are a very important cornerstone of our society, our economy, and our very culture. Without the experiences I had at Walker College, now Bevel State Community College, I don't think the trajectory that my life has taken me on would be anything similar to what it is now. I'd like to take this opportunity, however, to recognize someone else. My father, Jerry Dollar, is now completing his 50th year in American community college systems. He spent more than 20 years as Dean of Students, more than 30 years as a chemistry professor. He has more than 50 doctors and dentists as former students, a dozen PhDs, a National Geographic explorer, and an incredibly grateful son. Thank you all.
Elaine Mara began her career at Massachusetts Holyoke Community College in 1969. She hadn't been teaching long when she noticed many nursing students in her human anatomy and physiology classes were struggling. They were having a hard time with concepts and memorizing the names of parts of the body. To help them, Marab created her own drawings and copied them for her students. She embellished them each semester and eventually had a collection. In 1981, her first textbook was published. For the last 20 years, it has been the best-selling anatomy and physiology textbook at colleges across the country. Since then, she's authored or co-authored 12 books, lab manuals, and study guides that have all become bestsellers. Marab also wanted to be sure she understood the experience of the nursing students in her program. She wanted to know what else they were learning and how that could inform the way she taught. To do that, she enrolled in the college's nursing program and took classes as she continued to teach. She completed the program in 1980 and continued her nursing education, earning bachelor's and master's degrees. Marab has been a longtime donor to Holyoke. She established an endowed scholarship to help female students whose education has been interrupted. She's helped fund the New Directions Pathways Center to support non-traditional students. And her contributions helped to upgrade the Anatomy and Physiology Teaching Laboratory. In 2000, the college's science building was named after her. During last year's Building Healthy Communities fundraising campaign, Marab issued a $1 million challenge. Mission Marab was so successful, the college met its goal of getting 1,000 donations 6 months early. Though she's now retired and living in Florida, she occasionally visits the college and the New Directions Pathways Center. She listens to students share their stories and offers encouragement. She continues to impact the students of Holyoke Community College.
Dr. Marab is unable to join us today. To accept the award on her behalf is Holyoke Community College President William Messner.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, Elaine is not able to be with us this morning, but she asked me to extend her great appreciation to the AACC for this honor. As hopefully the video made clear, Elaine did not start her public higher education at Holyoke Community College. Rather, she ended it. She came to Holyoke with a PhD to be a member of the faculty and was so taken with the students in her classroom, many of whom were in the nursing program, that she determined to get a nursing degree herself. And so while she was teaching full-time, she was a full-time student, got her RN degree, went on to get a bachelor's and even a master's in nursing, then earned a lot of money writing textbooks while she was a faculty member, and concluded her career by giving back literally to Holyoke Community College millions of dollars to endow a variety of endeavors at the college, the last being a $1 million challenge grant to outfit our new health education center. And so Elaine has not just talked the talk in terms of her commitment to the community college, she's walked the walk. And we are all indebted to her, and particularly her students at Holyoke Community College. Thank you very much.
As president and CEO of Educational Testing Service, Walt McDonald helps develop tests taken by millions of college students. But college wasn't necessarily on his mind when he was a teenager. After graduating high school, the New England native spent his days working construction in Philadelphia. Some of the crew members saw potential in McDonald. One handed him an advertisement for Camden County College across the river in New Jersey. McDonald enrolled and earned an associate degree in science. He didn't stop there. He got a bachelor's in biology at Rutgers Camden and a doctorate in ecology and biology. McDonald says, "Over the years, I've had the great fortune to have people looking out for me and giving me advice about what to do next." He arrived at ETS in 1984 as a test developer. He was tasked with rewriting the advanced placement biology curriculum and exam. He later became Director of Test Development for the National Assessment of Educational Progress, and then Director of the Advanced Placement Program. Now, as head of ETS, McDonald has continued his impactful work. Under his leadership, ETS has launched Halse, a new low-cost high school equivalency test, and developed Success Navigator, a holistic assessment of college readiness. A new workforce division was created, and English language services have broadened. McDonald sees ETS as providing the GPS of learning. He says, if you're at one state of learning, we want to get you to a higher level. He returned last year to Camden County College to speak at graduation. He proudly showed students the diploma that he earned. McDonald says, I see a window now into Camden County College that I wouldn't have seen as a student. I'm grateful for my opportunities. Through his work at ETS, he's able to help other community college students. He continues to advance quality and equity in education for people everywhere.
Outstanding alumnus Walt McDonald is accompanied by the president of Camden County College, Raymond Yanuzzi.
Good morning. I feel like I'm home. I want to thank you so much, and I feel so honored to receive this award. I'm honored because AACC is such a great institution that promotes opportunity through education, and the thousands of community colleges around the United States that really help to advance success for individuals, for their local communities, for the local economy, and in helping to keep America competitive. You know, as you heard, my opportunity was actually created. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Camden County College. The impact it had on my life is without measure, and to have an executive of a measurement company say it's without measure, it really means something. You know, I just want to thank Ray and thank Camden County Community College. Without it, I really, truly wouldn't be here today. Today, you know, employers want graduates that have 21st century skills. And, you know, they want to see skills like problem solving. They want to see skills like digital literacy, quantitative literacy, oral communication, written communication. They want to see non-cognitive skills like cooperation, teamwork, creativity. They want to see graduates with life skills, and community colleges are doing that. The road to college has never been more challenging than it is today for everybody, but the reward has never been higher. The AACC and community colleges, you really are building a nation of learners by creating the pathway to the American dream. You did it for me 40 plus years ago, and you got to keep doing it in the future for everybody. I have just one thing I'd like to say to you, and I hope you believe me when I say that what you do matters. It really, really does. It matters. It mattered to me 40 plus years ago. It matters to kids today. The opportunity you create. So I ask you to don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing because you're needed more than ever today. So I'm going to stop here. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity of my life in this award that I'm going to treasure for the rest of it. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Kimberly Motley has made a career out of defending people who have nowhere else to turn. As head of Motley Legal Services, Motley Consulting International, she represents international companies, foreign citizens, and embassies as their ambassador in Afghanistan. She also takes on pro bono human rights cases. The Milwaukee native's introduction to Afghanistan came during a State Department-funded legal education program. She toured Afghanistan's prisons and juvenile detention centers. She saw people in desperate situations and the overwhelming need for good legal representation. One of Motley's most high-profile cases was her defense of a 15-year-old girl who was raped and impregnated by her 40-year-old cousin. The girl was sentenced to 10 years in prison for having sex out of wedlock. Motley fought all the way to the Afghanistan Supreme Court. The girl's sentence was reduced, but that wasn't enough for Motley. She requested and received a presidential pardon for the girl, who was exonerated of her charges and granted freedom. She says, "I do it because I love doing it, and people need someone to help them fight. It's who I am, and that's what it comes down to." Although her work is emotionally draining, Motley also finds time to mentor attorneys in other countries. Her higher education began at Milwaukee Area Technical College, where she earned a degree in paralegal studies in 1997. She was pregnant at the time and was able to get her degree quickly and affordably. She was also able to meet people of different ages and ethnicities. Motley says, "Community college helped me foster relationships with people who understood where I was coming from." In 2003, she earned her law degree from Marquette University. Now, Motley's thinking about expanding into other areas of need. She's researching cases in Uganda, Burma, and Turkey. And she says, "There are a lot of people who need help and a lot of legal battles that I'd like to help fight."
Please welcome outstanding alumna Kimberly Motley and the president of Milwaukee Area Community College, Vicki Martin.
Good morning. Thank you for this wonderful honor, and I'm so privileged to be here. I want to thank Dr. Martin and Kathleen Holt for also providing me with the love and support that I have needed as a graduate at MATC, as well as thousands of other students have benefited from by graduating from MATC. I have used community college, and what it's done for me, it's made me very strong, very strong. It's taken me to Afghanistan, so thanks a lot for that. And, and it's really has shown me that there really is no limits to what one can do when they have the love, the support, the direction, and the education that's behind them to reach different heights. And so from America to Afghanistan, thousands of students have benefited from MATC, as well as all the other community colleges that are represented here today. And I thank you all for this great honor, and also thank you all for everything that you all do every day to support the future generations in making this world a much better place. Thank you.
United States Congressman Henry Cuellar has never forgotten his community college roots. He's worked hard to support higher education and the students who seek it since his days as a state legislator. One of 8 children of migrant farm workers, his higher education started at Laredo Community College in Texas. At LCC, he participated in student government and other extracurricular activities. He gained independence and was given the mentorship he needed to transition from high school to college. Cuellar graduated in 1976 and transferred to Georgetown University. He washed dishes and took on other jobs to earn his degree. He's since earned 5 advanced degrees. Early in life, Cuellar practiced law and taught government courses as an adjunct at LCC. At age 30, he ran for state representative. During his 14 years in the State House, Cuellar served as chairman of the Public and Higher Education Committees. He helped establish in-state tuition for Mexican students in Texas and authored a bill that created the largest scholarship allotment in state history, the Texas Grant. He helped community colleges like LCC gain funding to expand their campuses and programs. Cuellar says, "I was a big believer in full funding for community colleges." After 4 years as Texas Secretary of State, Cuellar was elected to Congress. He's focused on homeland security, agriculture, government efficiency, and veterans issues. On the educational front, he has supported the expansion of funding for Pell Grants. Cuellar has personally supported LCC by providing an endowment scholarship. He said, "I don't forget who brought me to the dance." When he speaks on campus, he becomes a role model for the students. He encourages those with similar dreams to follow in his footsteps, starting with getting a good education. To quote Representative Cuellar, "If the community college is right for you, take advantage of the community college near you. It's affordable, it's flexible, it worked for me, and it works for thousands of kids."
Representative Cuellar is unable to be here today. Accepting on his behalf is South Texas College President Shirley Reed.
Good afternoon. No, I am not Congressman Henry Cuellar, but I am his good friend, and I am here to accept the award on his behalf. He extends his apologies. He did not want to leave D.C. He didn't want to miss an important vote. But he did take the time to extend his appreciation in a brief video that I would like to share with you now.
Thank you to the American Association of Community Colleges for awarding me the 2015 Outstanding Alumni Award. I regret that I could not be with you in San Antonio because I'm in Washington, D.C. voting. But I want to thank my good friend, Dr. Shirley Reed, president of the South Texas College, for accepting this award on my behalf. Thank you, Shirley. As a community college graduate myself, having begun my higher education at Laredo Community College, I truly believe in the great value and quality education our community colleges provide, not only to the university-bound students, but everyone in the community who would like to have workforce training or further pursue an educational interest. Our local community colleges open the doors to opportunity for all people across our country. Thank you again for this great honor, and I look forward to our continued work. Thank you, and God bless you.
I just want to say the congressman was very humble in his comments. He is one of 7 children born in Laredo, Texas, went on to earn his associate degree from Laredo Community College, and today he has the largest number of higher ed diplomas of any other member in Congress. He frequently says it all began by earning an associate degree from Laredo Community College. And all of you join me in the great appreciation and pride we have in seeing the heights to which our students can succeed. So on his behalf, I accept the award, and he is grateful for your consideration. Thank you.
Laurie Halse Anderson has written 28 books for young readers that have collectively sold more than 2 million copies. She's won numerous awards for the challenging subject matter explored. But Anderson didn't always dream of being a writer. When she enrolled at New York's Onondaga Community College, she had no idea what she wanted to do. She only hoped to do something other than milk cows full-time on a dairy farm. Anderson graduated from OCC in 1981 with an associate degree in humanities. Attending OCC prepared her for studying at Georgetown University. It also planted the seeds for her career as a storyteller. Anderson says, "I am who I am because of Onondaga Community College." After earning a bachelor's degree, she planned to become a translator and interpreter. But marriage and family came quickly after graduation. To help pay the bills, she began working as a stringer for a local newspaper. To quote Anderson, "I'd been writing for fun for years, but it never occurred to me that it could become a career." Anderson soon moved to a successful freelancing career. During that time, she tried her hand at writing books, starting with picture books. As her children aged, so did her subject matter. In 1999, Anderson's career cracked open with the New York Times bestseller, Speak, a tale about a high school freshman who's raped at a party. A National Book Award finalist, Speak became part of the curriculum in schools around the country. Anderson has since published books covering similarly challenging topics such as suicide, eating disorders, and post-traumatic stress disorder. She says, "I wanted to write stories about those hard things that you wish no kid had to deal with." Anderson occasionally speaks at OCC, inspiring students and encouraging them to stick with their education. She says, "It was in community college that I found my mind."
Please welcome to the stage Laurie Halse Anderson, alumna of Onondaga Community College.
My goodness. 34 years ago, I arrived at the campus of Onondaga Community College smelling faintly of cow manure. I had moved back home because that's where I could afford to live, and my father told me that I would have to pay rent unless I went to school. So I got a job milking cows and cleaning up what comes out of the back end. Perhaps the congressman and I could have talked about that. And I stepped onto that campus not knowing where I was or who I was or what was going to happen next. I did shower long and frequently, so I didn't smell quite so bad. And I did a calculation that first day of school, because in high school I had been an uninspired student. I'd been the kid sleeping in the back of the room, lots of stuff going on in my life. But this school felt different. The professors looked me in the eyes. They wanted to teach students like me. And so I did the math and I figured out that if I cut each class, or what it would cost me in terms of number of hours working on a dairy farm if I cut a class. So instead of sitting in the back row as I had for so many years, I sat in the front row. I paid attention. I actually became that person who raised her hand, much to the dismay of the other students. Community college is where my mind turned on. I would not be who I am. I wouldn't have written all those books and been able to reach out to so many students if it hadn't been for you guys. The organization that you've put together, the quality and integrity in community colleges in the United States, and I want to tell you, this might be the best award I have ever been graced with. I humbly, humbly thank you for your kindness. Thank you.
Wellington Webb has served as a 3-term mayor of Denver, a state legislator, and a government agency leader at the federal, state, and city levels. But after graduating high school, he wasn't sold on the idea of going to college. He left Colorado for Gary, Indiana, where he worked at his aunt and uncle's gas station. He saw the veterans of Gary's steel mills pulling up to the pumps. He saw them age before their time and realized that wasn't the life he wanted. Webb said, "What I saw firsthand was what my family wanted me to see. This is what happens to people who don't have a college education, and I don't think you want to be one of those people." And I didn't. Webb returned to Colorado and enrolled at rural Northeastern Junior College. He excelled academically and was a star basketball player. After earning a bachelor's degree from Colorado State University, Webb taught history and social studies at the high school and college levels. He still considers himself an educator and a promoter of civic leadership for younger generations. He says, "I made it such that others could follow me, especially if they happen to be minorities." Webb became the first African American mayor of Denver in 1991. He oversaw an infrastructure investment of $7 billion. He's also served as president of the U.S. Conference of Mayors and National Conference of Black Mayors. He credits much of his success to the support of his wife, Wilma, who served 13 years as a state legislator. Webb now heads the Webb Group International, a management consulting agency. He never lost touch with Northeastern Junior College. He and his wife donate $5,000 each year to the college. Webb says, "When you're 19, 20 years old, no one anticipates you're going to be the mayor of the largest city in the state. But I've never forgotten the school that gave me my start."
Please welcome outstanding alumnus Wellington Webb and Northeast Junior College President Jay Lee.
My goodness, what an honor. Let me first begin by saying that I want to thank the Association of Community Colleges for this award, where I am very humbled to receive this award, and to President Jay Lee for the nomination. Northeastern has always been very special to me. But there are a couple of people I would have to thank that are also very special, some that are here and some that aren't. First, my parents, who allowed me to be born, which I think was pretty important. And secondly, my grandmother, who inspired education, as Malcolm would say, as a passport to the future, and it was something that she strove for. And thirdly, my friend, my companion, and my love, my wife of more than 40 years, my wife Wilma, who's joined me here today. Northeastern is very special. Not only did it teach learning, it also developed character. And I want to thank the people of Sterling, Colorado, the people of Logan County for accepting me. I also want to thank those faculty members that worked with me, because I knew, as they did, that one size doesn't fit all. Many of us needed a smaller community. Many of us needed a smaller school. Many of us needed more special attention. And Northeastern Junior College gave me that opportunity. And I can see many of those individuals as if they were standing next to me today. Irv French, the president, Zane Hayes, the comptroller, Dorothy Korsberg, the humanities teacher, Lowell Gentry, who taught music appreciation and teach me there was a difference in the pronunciation of Wagner and Wagner. And also the basketball coach, Roy Edwards, who became my friend, my surrogate father, and also the person that helped develop character in all of those that he met. Community colleges play such an important part and role in American education. You get kids, when many of them, like me, blossom late in life, and you have the opportunity to do what Northeastern did for me. Give me a second chance and giving me the opportunity to be successful and achieve in our world to make it a better place. So thank all of you community college folks, and a special thank you, Jay, to you and all of my friends at Northeastern Junior College. Thank you very much.
Congratulations once again to this year's outstanding alumni. They are a testament to the work you do every day on campus, online, and in the community.